My dad has always told me to use the right tool for the job, but a lot of times we just grab the nearest tool and make it work. Or we've created a bad habit of using the wrong tool for the job. And I'm talking about myself as well. Problem is, not only are we making it harder on ourselves by using the wrong tool, but there's also risk of getting hurt. And a shop environment is dangerous enough as is without the added risk of using the wrong tool. Here are several tools that are typically used improperly, along with the correct tool for the job. The first and most obvious would have to be Flathead Screwdriver. This tool can do just about anything, right? Well, not exactly. This thing is made to only loosen and tighten screws, period. But a lot of times you will mistake this for a pry bar. Problem is, the material that it's made of is not strong enough and you can break off the tip or even the shaft. So you need to make sure that you use an actual pry bar. Problem is, most pry bars are too big for a small pry job, but most companies make a small pry bar like this one from Matco. Another tool the screwdriver is mistaken for is a punch. Again, if you put the tip against something that's stuck and start hammering, you could break the screwdriver and risk injury to yourself. Don't do that. Invest in a nice set of punches like this one. Matco offers this chisel and punch set, which can handle most any job in the shop. The next two could be the right tool for the job depending on the scenario. If you don't know the size of the head of a nut or bolt, it's easy just to grab the adjustable wrench and get to pulling. The problem is the jaws on this wrench don't grip the head of a nut or bolt as completely as the boxed end of a wrench or a socket. So if you don't have the wrench or socket, or the head of the bolt or nut is distorted in some way, then the adjustable wrench is an okay choice. Well, here's Tommy's favorite, the locking jaw pliers. Now these things are handy, but should not be your first choice when removing a nut or bolt. They'll grip it for sure, but once you remove whatever it is you grab with these, it'll usually have to get thrown in the trash. This should be reserved for a job that can't be done with a wrench or a socket, like a rusty bolt head or nut. Now these things are a last resort and often accompany a torch. Another big one is using a regular opened end wrench as a line wrench. Especially on older cars, this is a surefire way to strip a tube nut on a brake line or a fuel line. So invest in a set of line wrenches like these. They'll save you lots of headaches and money in the long run. The point is, make sure you have the right tool for the job. That way you don't put yourself or your tools at risk.